From weeds to wasps, Massy Pest Control has you covered. Adam Jones is the Vice President and Director of Quality Assurance, and we're so excited to have you on the show because it's that time of year when things are going to get pesky out there.
Yeah, it definitely is, Jordan. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So what sets Massy apart from other lawn and pest control companies?
Well, apart from just overall technical expertise, I would tell you that our service is second to none. Our response times when customers need us, we're there. We are in the neighborhoods, we're in the communities where we service, and we have quick response times. So if you have a problem, we'll be there.
Okay, that's good to know. Quick response times for stuff like this. We definitely want that. What would you say are some of the most common issues that our lawns experience during the summer?
Well, most people complain about weeds, but weeds are just ubiquitous in the environment. That's really should be the least of people's concerns. It's those insect pests that damage the lawns or the diseases that damage the lawns that cause great harm to lawns. So we focus on those. And then summer pests for most St. Augustine lawns, chinch bugs and sod webworms are the number one problems that people deal with. You can get some disease problems in the summer, like gray leaf spot. But again, if you have a service and you have somebody that's looking after it, those are issues that can be prevented.
Yes, I think prevention is probably the best way to go about this. So what does Massy do to prevent these issues from happening?
Yeah, so Jordan, we focus really on plant health care up front. If we create a healthy environment for the plants are going to be able to withstand those types of things that come after them in the summer, like chinch bugs and sod webworms and other diseases. So we focus on healthcare, and that means that we focus on adaptation, making sure that the plant is in the right place at the right time, that it's getting proper and adequate moisture, and that it's being mowed or pruned properly. If you focus on those things and do those effectively, then the plant's going to be overall healthy. Now, fertilization is important, certainly, and we have a very good comprehensive program for that. But really taking care of the basic maintenance of the plant is really going to provide the best chance of the plant to do well during the summer.
It's almost like how we say, take a bunch of vitamins and supplements, right, for our immune system. It kind of sounds like you're doing something in a way, as long as the plant is healthy, it can kind of like fight things off itself. I think that's really cool. But I know we will need your help for some things. So can you describe what happens during the lawn inspection process?
Right. Well, it starts obviously with looking at identifying the species of plant that we're dealing with, because each individual type of plant has different needs, wants, and needs. Some ornamental landscape plants prefer low pHs, some prefer more neutral pHs. So you have to address the soil condition, make it right for the plant. Nutrition is obviously important. Different nutritional needs are based upon the different types of plants. But inspecting it, identifying what it is, okay, making sure that it's adapted to the conditions that are there. Sometimes you'll have grasses that people unfortunately want to try and grow in shade, but shade is not friendly to grass plants. So if we've got grass growing in heavy shade, it's probably a better recommendation to get rid of the grass and plant something that's going to tolerate shade. So instead of putting lots of time and resources and trying to put something into intensive care for a long time on a losing battle, we really focus on, is that plant really capable of growing well in that location? Ornamental plants are the same way. If they're in too much sun, you need to move into the shade. And if they're in too much shade, you got to move into the sun. So you have to address those underlying adaptation issues first.
Yes, nice to have the experts helping us with that. But do you have some tips for preventing pests from entering our home during the summer weather? I mean, is there anything that we can do?
Sure. For your home, keep in mind that most insect pests are going to be developing outside, and they're going to make their way into your house vicariously as they go through their life cycles. So the most important thing to prevent pests is to seal the home properly. So door weather stripping, caulking around windows, screens that are in good working order, those types of things go the longest way towards preventing pests from getting inside your home. Now, once you've done that, then you really need to focus on sanitation. Sanitation indoors is really the key. You typically will not have widespread or significant pest pressure inside a home if you're properly maintaining it. And that could be in the kitchen with hidden food debris underneath the counters and things of that nature. So sometimes you got to focus on those hidden areas to make sure that you've got it cleaned up. But sanitation is obviously important on the inside of it. And apart from that, really just normal routine maintenance of the inside of the home.
And then how does Massy help prevent pests from getting inside?
So we focus again, when we do our initial services, we go and we do a comprehensive inspection and treatment indoors into the wall void areas. Anywhere you have plumbing penetrations or hidden voids, we would preventively treat inside those areas to prevent them from becoming a harborage or development area in the future. Once we've done that, we focus really on the outside, maintaining the exterior of the home, caulking, sealing, and recommending pruning and other things to keep branches and tree limbs that are touching the home that are bridges for pests to gain access to the roof. So it's about maintenance on the outside, and then we do inspections and preventative treatments on the outside to minimize the pressure that outdoor pests can put on the interior of the home. So by maintaining and managing those populations outdoors, reducing them outside, it creates less of pressure for them to try and come inside. So really, we focus heavily on the outside.
Okay, wonderful. Well, how do we get in contact with Massey for pest control or even lawn care services?
Well, you can reach us at our toll-free number, 1-888-2-MASSY, and that will get you anywhere in the state.
Yeah, I see y'all driving around too. I see your cars. I've seen you at the home and patio show. So y'all are everywhere. Thank you so much for helping us out with this summer.
Well, thank you, Jordan. Thanks for your time.
Of course. And everyone at home, if you'd like to see this interview again, you know you can head to First Coast News Plus.